Students in several West Michigan school districts out of school today following COVID-19 related closures.
Yeah, this comes as Michigan is once again reporting one of the fastest growing COVID-19 surges nationwide. Tonight, News Channel 3's Andrew Feather is live in Allegan County to explain why experts say we could be seeing more schools close, Andrew, in a very similar fashion.
Yes, Hopkins Public School students were off today and will be off again tomorrow following about 60 positive COVID-19 cases in the district. It's one of several school districts in our area that have imposed additional mitigation measures after outbreaks among students and staff as COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations surge in the state. Empty classrooms and hallways. Students sent home for the week after a large-scale COVID-19 outbreak meant a quarter of students at Hopkins Public Schools elementary and middle schools missed class earlier this week.
We came to the conclusion that the best thing to do right now would be to close the rest of the week, give us time to separate, and then come back next week wearing masks.
When students return Monday, they'll be required to wear masks for the week before heading on an extended Thanksgiving break.
We're hoping for a reset here.
Several other school districts are running into similar issues. Allegan Public Schools has implemented a mask mandate through Thanksgiving break after several positive cases across multiple schools. And Penfield Schools in Calhoun County recently moved online for another week and a half after COVID-19 hit the transportation department hard. This comes as new data from the state health department shows COVID-19 is surging statewide, with hospitalizations at their highest point in 6 months and growing at a rate faster than anywhere else in the country.
I think the thing that concerns me the most is that we will reach a point or are reaching a point where we have limited resources.
Dr. Matthew Dennenberg, Vice President for Medical Affairs at Spectrum Health, says it's likely we will see more school outbreaks in the coming weeks as kids see family and friends around the holidays. The bulk of those outbreaks, he says, will likely be in schools where masking is optional. Students will be back here in classrooms on Monday, required to mask up. A letter sent to parents says that's to reduce the number of students that are subject to quarantine protocols. Now, when students do come back from Thanksgiving break, masking will again be optional.
All right, Maria, thank you. Kalamazoo Public School leaders say that they are worried that TikTok challenges could lead to sexual assaults in schools.
Yeah, a new challenge spreading on social media this month is Kiss a Friend's Girlfriend.
Doesn't seem like a great idea.
Yeah.
News Channel 3's Jay Shatara joining us live in studio with a warning from school officials and Jay from attorneys as well.
Yeah, that's right. Schools in West Michigan have been warning parents about these viral school-related TikTok challenges. This month's challenge raises concern about sexual assault. Legal experts tell me kids who make these videos, could face serious legal consequences. Words spoken at a Kalamazoo Public Schools meeting.
We do have a process in place that if you do something that is inappropriate, you do have a consequence for that action.
Warnings about monthly TikTok challenges from now until the end of the school year. This month's challenge brings up concerns in the latest KPS school board meeting about assault.
Some of the upcoming months have some challenges that require you to do some things that are sexually inappropriate.
November's challenge, Kiss Your Friend's Girlfriend, could also result in criminal charges. Beckett Jones is a criminal defense attorney for Hills at Law in Kalamazoo. He says if it is not consensual and an investigation follows, you can be charged with assault and battery.
If you don't have consent to do something, whether it's a kiss, a touch, whatever it is, don't do it.
Jones says it can be worse than that, especially if you do more than just kiss the person without consent. There can be a scenario where you grab them inappropriately. If convicted of a criminal sexual misconduct in the 4th degree, you can be put on a sex offender registry, potentially ruining any future opportunities for graduating high school students.
Specifically, when you're talking about sex offender registry, that has to be disclosed to a university, and a university can absolutely rescind whatever's going on based on that. I mean, it's a potential public safety threat to the campus.
Now, I did reach out to school districts about how they plan to keep these challenges from happening. Portage Public Schools tells me they did not hear about any incidents just yet. Now, last month, Portage and Kalamazoo Public School districts reported thousands of dollars worth of destruction to school bathrooms as part of another viral TikTok challenge. Now, prosecuting attorney for Kalamazoo, Jeff Getting, tells me in a statement that there's nothing funny about doing something like that without consent.
Police defend their decision during an armed standoff which destroyed a Kalamazoo family's home.
At Kalamazoo public safety officials say that everything they did Monday night and early Tuesday morning was designed to save lives. Our Maria Serrano questioned Kalamazoo Public Safety Chief Vernon Coakley about the department's response. She is live in studio to explain what he says happened. Maria.
Yes, we did, Andy and Erica. Police say they were trying to arrest Alex Rawls. They say he shot an ex-girlfriend's sister 5 times a week earlier. Police say Rawls then turned his gun on them 1 hour into the 16-hour standoff on Washington Avenue. A Kalamazoo public safety officer takes cover as an armed man shoots at him from inside a home. Another body camera video shows a Kalamazoo County Sheriff's deputy taking fire. In the 16-hour standoff, police used Plan A, B, and C. Tear gas was Plan A. Officers deployed 50 rounds of tear gas to try and force Alex Rawls outside. They were unsuccessful. Police target the home itself in Plan B. Officers started tearing up doors and windows to get a better view inside without having to send officers in.
This was necessary because attempting to enter the home was likely to result in the death of law enforcement officers.
Chief Vernon Coakley says Rawls responded to Plan B with gunshots. Police say this drone video shows Rawls aiming and shooting from the home's second floor with this assault rifle. Unable to reach the second floor, police moved to Plan C, a more direct and destructive tactic, immediately making it an unsafe structure.
Is there history supporting this tactic? Has KDPS ever done this before?
Yes, we have. We have ported homes before. Maybe not in this magnitude, but we have used for it. We have not done this tactic that caused this structure to collapse.
Collapsed and then demolished. The standoff causing a mother and her 5 kids to lose everything inside. And police lost something too.
Is it problematic for the investigation that the house has been demolished? I mean, it was a crime scene.
We can no longer get into that home. That's correct. We can no longer get into the home.
No evidence too.
I can no longer get in the home.
Chief Coakley and Kalamazoo County Sheriff Richard Fuller say it's a decision they stand by.
The circumstances they were not the greatest. We all recognize that. Yeah, but at the end, we were able to make sure the officers and the community were safe.
While it's unfortunate that damage was caused to this home, we prioritize lives before property.
Chief Coakley says Rawls started staying at that home a few days after the shooting. Police were trying to arrest him for Rawls shot and killed himself during the standoff, according to police. The city of Kalamazoo is helping the family replace the belongings they lost, and of course, with a new place to live. The homeowner will also be paid fair market value for the house.